Welcome, baseball fans. Tonight we'll be live streaming the Youngsville Eagles, being hosted by the Iroquois Braves. The Eagles are 6-2, 5-2 in the conference, and they're coming into a 3-4 Braves team who is also 3-4 in the conference. We'll be starting in about 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and give you an opportunity to just sort of watch what's going on. It's a beautiful sunshiny day, a little cool, and there's a breeze off the lake out of the north. We'll see if that does anything in the game. The flag is blowing in, and we'll get ready to start here in just about 15 minutes. All right, we'll go through the lineup while we're waiting for the coaches to get together out here and go over the rules. All right, your starting lineup for the Youngsville Eagles is going to be number 22, James Johnson. Johnson will be playing shortstop today. He'll be batting first. Second up is going to be number 10, Matthew DeSimon. DeSimon will be taking his normal spot in center field. Up the bat, third is going to be number 14, Nathan Lux. Batting cleanup is David Manning, who's also going to be taking the mound today. Lux will be catching for him. Batting fifth, Keegan Messel. Batting sixth is going to be Wyatt Dalrymple. Wyatt's going to be playing second base. I forgot to mention Messel is going to be over at first base today. Number 24, Ian Mancuso, batting seventh. He'll be manning his normal position, third base. Eighth will be number 8, Talon Messel. He'll be in right field. And then ninth, Ethan Sens in left field. We don't have a lineup for the Braves, so we'll have to figure it out as we go here. Pitching for the Braves is going to be number 1, Brown. The last matchup, the Eagles took this game at home. Number 1, Riley Brown at the plate. Johnson, who's batting .348, steps up to the box. Johnson has 8 hits, 5 RBIs. And the Eagles are looking to break a 2-game losing streak in which they lost a close one that they led a lot of the game against Cambridge Springs. They lost that 9-7. And then they had one that wasn't close last Friday against Sagertown. Sagertown beat them 8-0. So Johnson's down 0-1. Brown reaches back. There's a swinging strike on Johnson. Quickly down 0-2. There's one out of play. Still 0-2.
one's low and outside. 1-2. Here comes the pitch, also low. Outside, 2-2. There's a hit to left field. It falls. That's going to be a single for James Johnson. James continues to deliver. Right, Matthew DeSimon batting .455. He has 10 hits, 7 RBIs. His .455 leads the team. DeSimon's a tough out. Johnson steals second. One ball, no strikes. That one's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Johnson threatening to steal. Takes the lead. High, popped in play, behind the plate. Dropped by the catcher. And that's going to be the first strike. 2-1. There's a foul. 2-2. Catcher is Matthew Kuczynski. Brown looking back to Johnson. Delivers to the plate. That one's outside. Full count. 3-2. DeSimon swings one towards third base. Long throw across. Gets him at first. Advances the runner, though. Johnson in scoring position. And Lux heads the plate. We got one out. Runner on third. Lux, batting .375, has 9 hits, 10 RBIs, leads the team in RBIs. That one is called a strike. We're going without our umbrella today, so it's sort of bright. Screen's a little hard to see. That one's low and outside. 1-1. Brown delivers the plate low and outside again. 2-1. There's one to Lux. Lux hits it deep right field. That one's caught. Tag up for Johnson, who scores. Sack fly for Nate Lux, and we have 2 outs. And David Manning, batting .348, takes the first pitch ball. Brown delivers. That one's fouled back. 1-1. The pitch is low and in the dirt. 2-1. Low and outside. 3-1. I'd expect to see Manning thinking about swinging on this one. Two outs. No runners on. Sorry about that. That one falls for a single. Now we got a runner on. All right. Keegan Messel up to bat. Messel's been struggling at the plate a little bit. He's batting .217. Still got 5 hits, 5 RBIs. Looking to get on track here. Lux takes the lead. Brown delivers. Lux is going. Throw to second. Safe. Nice throw by the catcher. Lux takes the lead. Brown looks back. Second baseman comes over, and Brown turns and threatens to throw. And Lux scuttles back. But he's back out with another lead. Second baseman staying close. There's a little nubber hit back to the pitcher. Throws it to first baseman. There's an out. That's the third out. We're heading to the bottom of the first. The Eagles are leading 1-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Here as Manning gets warmed up, just like to take this opportunity to remind you that Broken Straw Live is a ministry of Broken Straw Valley Church. We meet every Sunday at 11:15 a.m. We meet at 29200 Route 6, Youngsville, Pennsylvania. We meet at 11:15. We meet at a place called Connie's Notary. There's a event menu, or a venue, not menu, venue there. And there's a room that we meet in, 11:15. So you just come in the front door on a Sunday morning, give us a visit. We'd appreciate that. We're looking forward to some visitors, and we'd love to have you. Also, as a reminder that the team is sponsored by Broken Straw Fish and Game. If you're looking for a good place to go target in your rifle, be involved in a hunt and game club over on Mead Run, good little place. We're also sponsored by the Warren Legion Post. That's post 135. We've got a breakfast coming up, and that is on May 7th. It begins early in the morning. That's a Sunday. Goes into the afternoon, but if you come early and get breakfast, we'd love to have you. Then you can come visit us at church. You can win a basket there. We got 2 balls and no strikes. You can win a basket, though, if you buy some tickets. And I know there's some pretty cool prizes, 3-0. And Manning's trying to get one over the plate. Riley Brown is up to bat. There's a strike. Brown is batting .609. He's got 14 hits and 6 RBIs. So I wouldn't expect an easy out. Got a full count. There's one hit to left field over the head of Sens. Sens throws into his cutoff. And there's a double for Riley Brown. So back to the baskets at the breakfast. I know that there was one basket sponsored by Broken Straw Valley Church that has $100 cash in it. You got a chance to win that. So come out to the breakfast May 7th over at the Warren Legion. The boys will be serving you. We have number 2, Alderson, at bat. Alderson's batting .263. He's got 5 hits and 4 RBIs. He pops one up. There's an out. Riley Brown scrambles back to second base. There's one out. Up to bat is Joe Doverspike. Doverspike's batting .348. Has 8 hits, 7 RBIs. There's a pass ball, and Brown advances to third base. So we have 1 ball, 1 strike for Doverspike. Manning reaches back, throws the plate, low, outside. That's a ball. Got a runner on third, one out. 2-1. Manning, strike. 2-2. There's a strike that just sort of stopped Dover Spike, buckled his knees, and we've got 2 out. Nice pitch. And K for David Manning. Looks like we have a courtesy runner. On first base. Look like Burkhart. Up to bat right now is Cole Bennett. He's batting .292, puts one down to third base, thrown out at first. That's the end of the inning. We're heading to the top of the first, or top of the second, sorry. And we'll be back in just a moment. All right, we'll continue on with some of the sponsors here of the Youngsville Eagles team. Sunrise Collaborative is a sponsor. We appreciate their support. DNR Transportation. DNR does their best to get us where we need to go when necessary. And they also, their grandson, Nate Lux, plays on the team. So I know when they get a chance to come to the games, they are definitely there. And when they're not, I know they're listening. So hi to Natalie if you're listening or watching today. Up the bat in this inning is going to be Wyatt Dalrymple, Ian Mancuso, and Talon Messel. Dalrymple has really tightened up his batting. He had a little bit of a slow start at the beginning of the year, and he's batting .368 now. He has 7 hits and 1 RBI. There's a hit to the second baseman. He fumbles it a little bit. Gets him at first base. That's one. Okay. All right. Ian Mancuso. He pops one, bloops one right to the shortstop. He beats it. He's safe. There's a single, a hustle single for Ian Mancuso. Runner at first, 1 out. Talon Messel batting .176, 3 hits, no RBIs. This is Messel's opportunity with a man on base to advance him. There's a throw back to first. Mancuso beats it. We'll switch the angle here so you can see down that first base line. First pitch to Messel. In and low. And then we've got Mancuso, who laid on the base as he was coming in. They overthrew it, and he advances to third. So a stolen base. And a throwing error. All right, runner on third, 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes. There's a swing by Messel. 1-1. Mancuso's on third base. He's hoping for a pass ball or a wild pitch. There's a second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Ian Mancuso on third base. And Messel goes down swinging. That's 2 outs. Ethan Sen's up. Sens is batting .300. He's got 6 hits, 2 RBIs. An opportunity to add to that right here. First pitch is inside. That's a ball. There's a foul. Catches that one on a swing, just a little bit below it. Pops it up, strike. 1-1. There's the pitch. That's low and inside. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. Hits it down the second baseman, who tosses it to the first baseman. Easy out there. And we're going to be heading to the bottom of the second. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Gavin Lewis, number 14. Is that bat? There's a strike. Is that 2 strikes? I think that was 2 strikes. There's the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lewis looking for his first hit of the season. That's an inside pitch. 2-2. There's one right back to Manning, who runs it over and throws him out. Right, number 23. There's the strike. This is Matthew Schaffner. There's a little dribbler to third base. Plenty of time. There's an out. Up to bat is number 19, Hunter Chu. He hits one back to the pitcher, goes past him. Johnson picks it up and easily puts him out. 6-3 out. And Johnson will be up to bat. All right, top of the third. Eagles are leading 1-0. Johnson looking for a second at bat. He had a single his first at bat. And we'll see what he does in the third. We'll be back in just a second. All right, Sunrise Collaborative, one of the supporters of the Eagles, is a behavioral health company, and they're licensed clinical social workers. Their services include trauma-informed individuals, couples, family counseling, psychiatric evaluations, and medication management. Johnson hits a fly out to center field. DeSimon's up. DeSimon hit to third base last time, was thrown out. This time he hits it to the shortstop, throws him out. He's safe. Hustle play. Puts DeSimon on first. All right, Lux heading to the plate. Lux flied out on a long fly to right field, his last at bat. The Eagles are sponsored by Snell Landscaping. They're family owned and operated. Your landscape choice for commercial and residential landscape services in Warren County. There's a wild throw on a stolen base by DeSimon to second, and he zooms right into third base. So we have a runner on third. We have one out. And DeSimon continues his tear on the bases. Right, one runner on third, one out. Lux is up. There's a pop fly to right field again, caught by the right fielder. DeSimon hustles home. Almost the exact same thing we saw in the first. The Eagles lead 2-0, 2 outs. And Manning's at the plate. It was DeSimon last time who came home on a fly out from Lux to right field. That's the second sac fly and RBI for Nate Lux. All right, Manning at bat. Manning had a single his first at bat. There's the first pitch ball. Here comes the pitch, low and outside, 2-0. There's a pitch for a strike. 2-1. Bit chilly out here with the wind, but the sun is glorious. There's a swing and a miss by Manning. All right, 2-2. Manning looking to stay alive here. A little nubber to right field, falls for a single. He's safe. All right, Messel. He hit it back to the pitcher. Is thrown out at first. His last at bat. There's a stolen base attempt, but it's fouled off. So Manning heads back to first. Oh and 1. Throw back to first is close. Looks like we have Aiden Mancuso out there for Manning. Mancuso goes and hit and run, and he's caught at second. All right, we will head to the bottom of the third. And your Eagles are leading 2-0. All right, continuing on with the supporters of the Youngsville Eagles. One of our sponsors is Allegheny Antiques. One of my places that's a go-to place when my in-laws are in town. My father-in-law, he just loves antiques, collectibles, and he loves that store. So it's one of those places that we always go to when they're in town. You get a chance to stop over there, you should also. Youngsville Legion Post is a sponsor. Post 658. If you're in Youngsville and you're a member of Legion, stop in and see them. Johnson Logging is a sponsor. And Cutting Edge Graphics, who provides all of the banners for the sponsors. And have done some fanware and some of those things. We appreciate them and all that they do. Up to bat for the Braves is Ethan Alderson, number 15. Alderson hits a long fly to left field, but it goes foul. That's going to be a strike. And a lot of running for Ethan Alderson. Alderson's batting 118. He's got 2 hits, no RBIs. There's a strike, second strike. And it's 0-2. Manning looks in. Ooh, pretty pitch, but it was called a ball. That one just sort of froze everyone in the park. 1-2. And he goes down swinging. Put that one up for a K. Second strikeout for Manning. Riley Brown takes a ball on his first pitch. Brown has a long foul ball, and he's 1-1. His first at bat, he had a long double. Then he had a pass ball that got him to third. There he takes a ball in the dirt. 2-1. There's one that's up. It's in play. Caught by Dalrymple. Fly out to Mr. Dalrymple. There's a hit to third. Mancuso easily throws him out at first. Heading to the top of the fourth, in between the innings, the Eagles are up 2-0. And we're going to see Dalrymple up to bat again. Dalrymple had a hit to the shortstop, thrown out at first. He's looking for some redemption here in the fourth. We'll be back just a moment. All right, here we are in the top of the fourth. Wyatt Dalrymple up to bat. There's a high pitch, but Dalrymple takes a swing at it. 0-1. There's one outside that he swings at. 0-2. That one he fouled. And I got some rocks from it. Little piece of rock come flying back. Still 0-2. There's a high one. Oh, that was a foul ball. So still 0-2. Dalrymple fighting him off here. Brown reaches back, delivers to the plate. There's a high pop-up. Out of play. That's the third foul in a row that he's hit. It's good at bat for Dalrymple. Here's the pitch. Pokes that one back. A little slow roller to second base. Safe at first. Nice hustle by Dalrymple. Mancuso had a single in the first. At the plate. Had the coach come out and talk to the umpire. Now the umpires are getting together. All right. Thought we were going to have to resend what we said, but still a single. Mancuso up. Dalrymple on first. There's a strike. Bunt attempt. Showed bunt, but that's a zone strike. There's the throw back to first. Close throw. Dalrymple able to get on. He's safe. Dalrymple takes the lead. There's a pop out of play for Mancuso. He's down 0-2. Dalrymple taking a lead. Delivers a pitch home. There's a attempted double play. Doesn't get it. Force out at second. Still have a runner at first. We have one out. Messel at bat. Pops one out of play. Foul, so that'd be a strike. 0-1. Trying to keep my fingers warm here. All right, 0-1. Throw back to first. Dalrymple safe. There's a high pitch. Dalrymple going. Safe. Dalrymple. One ball, two strikes. Dalrymple out with the lead. There's a high pitch, 2-2. I'm sorry, I keep saying Dalrymple, and it's Mancuso that's on base. Sorry about that. That one's inside. Full count. 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch to Messel. That one's a strike. Down on strikes. Here comes Sens. Sens hit to the second baseman. Is thrown out at first last time. There's a attempted bunt. Rolls foul. So that's going to be the first strike. Mancuso was going on the bunt. Sends. Mancuso scrambles back as the pitcher steps off, as Brown steps off. All right, everyone resets. Mancuso takes a big lead. Pitcher looks back at him. There's a ball. And Mancuso advances to third. One ball, one strike. There's a swing from Sens and a miss. 1-2. Sens looking for a hit here. Oh, hit in the head. He'll be taking his base. Well, if you got to get on base, I guess that's one way to do it. Hit by pitch. Runners at first and third. Sends. Takes second, steals it. Runners at second, third. Johnson pops one foul. We got 2 strikes on Johnson. Runners in scoring positions. There's an outside pitch. 1-2. There's a hit through the gap. That's going to score 2. That's a double for Johnson, who leads the team in doubles. We have a runner on second, and we have 2 more that scored. Mancuso and Sens come home across the plate, and the score is 4-0 in this little 2-out rally. Matt DeSimon at the plate. Throw back to second base, attempting to pick Johnson off. He makes it back. There's a low pitch. It's a ball. 1-0. There's one hit to the third baseman. Throws it to first. He's out. All right, middle of the 4th. Eagles are leading 4-0. And we'll see number 2, which is Hunter Alderson, at bat for the Braves. Or actually, I think we'll see Joe Dover spike. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Dover Spike is up. He went down swinging his last at bat. There's a low pitch in the dirt. First pitch ball. Another ball. We just took a moment to back up a little bit, try to stay in the sun a little more. That one's outside. 3-0. He takes the base. Runner on first, no outs. Ben Burkhart. Ben's batting 190. He has 4 hits, 6 RBIs. He came in as a courtesy runner. In the second. There's a hit right to Mancuso, who catches it. That's an out. Double play. Caught it and threw him out at first. All right, Cole Bennett. He takes the ball. There's a foul. 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes. Sorry about that. It's funny how quickly I can get behind in a game when I don't have the lineup before the game. So, 2-2. Trying to catch up. All right, full count, 3-2. Manning looks in, delivers the plate. There's a strike. He sets him down. That's the end of the fourth. We're heading to the top of the fifth. Score is 4-0. All right, Lux is up to bat. Both previous at bats for Lux have been RBI flyouts to right field. So although he's got a couple RBIs, I know Nate is dying to get a hit here. Want to know? And he's hit by a pitch. Manning, 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. He's looking to keep his streak alive. He's showing bunt. Throw back to first. Got him. Caught Lux looking. All right, delivery to the plate. Slow swing, strike. 0-1. There's a little hit back past the pitcher, the shortstop. Gets him on first. 2 outs. And Messel's at the plate. Last at bat, Messel had a hit back to the second baseman, force out at second. Want to know? That one's outside. Got 2 outs. 2-0 for Messel. Messel hits it back to the pitcher. And that was a quick 1-2-3. All right, middle of the 5th. And we'll get a chance to see Gavin Lewis, who's last at bat. He hit back to the pitcher and was thrown out at first. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, here we are in the bottom of the fifth. Gavin Lewis at the plate. Eagles are leading 4-0. Braves are looking to rally, get somebody on base, and maybe across that plate. There's one that's low and in the dirt. That's a first pitch ball. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1. That one's low. 2-2. There's a foul. Still 2-2. Manning delivers. There's one knocked out of play. Remains 2-2. Lewis able to fight off the past couple of pitches here. And he goes down swinging. Right, Matthew Schaffner. He hit one to third base, thrown out at first. His last at bat. Pops this one up in the infield. Dalrymple takes it. Fly out to shortstop, and that's a second out. Hunter Chew at the plate. Hunter hit one to the shortstop. His last at bat is thrown out at first. That one's high, and that's a ball. There's a little dribbler back to Manning. Throws him out at first. 1-2-3. We're heading to the top of the sixth. Eagles lead 4-0. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, Dalrymple hits one out to center field. It falls. Or no, did he catch it? He caught it. Fly out to center field. It was a nice hit. Looked like it was going to fall, but it just stayed up there. I got excited. Here's a hit through the gap. Mancuso with a single. All right, Messel at the plate. He's went down swinging on one and strike pitch on the called on the last at bat. Showing bunt. Pickoff attempt on first base. Mancuso gets back. Messel showing bunt. Pulls back. Stolen base by Mancuso. And a ball for Messel. That one's popped out of play. One and one. Got Mancuso on second. Outside pitch. 2-1. Mancuso resets. There's a little hit that caught by second baseman, and who then steps on second. Double play. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth. Eagles leading 4-0. All right, Ethan Alderson at the plate. First pitch is a ball. There's a hit right to the third baseman. Mancuso pulls it down. Brown, who hit a fly out to second base last time, makes contact, and the exact same play. Fly out to 4. Hunter Alderson is up. He hit at the third baseman's last at bat. One and 0. And Mancuso delivers. That one's high. 2 and 0. There's one hit right to the shortstop, James Johnson. 1, 2, 3, all with flyouts to the infield. All right, top of the 7th. Eagles looking for some insurance. And Sens is up to bat first. We'll be back in just a moment. Sens is up. His last at bat, he was hit by a pitch. He ended up coming around and scoring. Eagles lead 4-0. Top of the 7th. The Sens looking for a hit. There's the pitch. Puts down a bunt. Nice bunt. Safe. Johnson. Johnson had a double his last at bat. Sens steals second. There's a hit to left field. He catches it. Sends tags up. He's slid off the plate. 2 outs.
Good throw, good tag.
All right, to Simon. Nice hit to left field. Runner on first. Two outs. Lux, who was picked off. He was hit by a pitch and then picked off. There's a throw, wild throw for DeSimon. DeSimon takes third.
Jerry, get the batter. You're fine. Come on, Riley, you got this.
Lux takes a high strike. Eagles looking to get an insurance run here. There's the second strike. 0-2. Brown delivers. Lux hits the second baseman. Thrown out at first, or shortstop, sorry. And middle of the seventh, Eagles lead 4-0. Right, here we are in the bottom of the 7th. Joe Doverspike, who was walked as his last bat.
Come on, Joe.
Manning delivers one outside and wild. 1 ball, no strikes. The second pitch is also a ball in the dirt. There's a hit to shortstop Johnson, thrown out at first. Eagles 2 outs away
You're good.
from breaking their losing streak. Ben Burkhart takes a high ball. There's a strike. 1-1. That one's outside. 2-1. There's one that's hit to center field, and that's an out. Eagles 1 out away.
Good luck.
Cole Bennett at the plate. Cole went down swinging his last at bat. Manning looks in. There's 1 strike. 0-1, 2 strikes away. Manning. Off-speed pitch. Big swing by Bennett, who's down 0-2 now.
There you go, run it out.
And there's a little nubber to third base. Got him. That's it. Eagles get the win, 4-0. Eagles will be hosting the Cochranton Cardinals at home Friday. We'll be live streaming that game as long as the weather permits. We'll see you then. Remember, Broken Straw Live is a ministry of Broken Straw Valley Church. We meet every Sunday at 11:15 at 29200 U.S. Route 6, Youngsville, Pennsylvania. That's Connie's Notary. We'd love to have you. Visit